Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. When things are going a little bit off cue, they continue to go off cue. Let me just check this mic thing. Oh, yeah, I can see that needs to be it. Okay. Wow. Uh, it's great to see you. It's great to see you. Yes, we're running a little bit late. We had some, and you hate to say this because it sounds so trite and easy to say, technical difficulties. We did. We did. Uploading was very slow today. Now I could have came on and just tried to talk my way through it, but I'm glad I didn't because it took 20 minutes to upload a 3 minute video. 20 minutes. You're kidding me. I don't know what's going on, but you can't predict these things. It should have uploaded in 30 seconds. And it took twice. It took so I ended up taking half an hour to upload a 3 minute video. How do you like that? Terrible. Terrible. But that's what we got here. So we have a really good show, really good show, really good show for you because it's kind of controversial in the sense that the birthday that I'm going to do. And since, let me get this prayer out the way. And not the prayers out the way, the prayer is most important. I need blessings on my life. I need all the blessings I can get. Yes, yes, indeed. Yes, sir, Bob. So let's get the most important thing out of the way. Taking up the shield of faith for victory in marriage. Lord, I lift my spouse to you today and pray according to your word that my spouse would love you with all of her heart, soul, and mind and strength. I have faith that if I pray for my spouse according to your word, you hear me, and I have the answers to my prayers. I also pray that my spouse will be quick to hear, slow to speak, and slow to anger, especially when it comes to me. Guide my spouse in the path to take and help my spouse to make decisions with integrity. I pray that my spouse will remain faithful to you at all times because I'm praying according to your word. And I know you know how to bring these things about. So I pray these things in Jesus' name. Amen. And I pray for my spouse all the time. She deserves it. She deserves it. And I pray for all my family members also. And that includes sons in laws. I don't have any daughters-in-laws, but I have three sons-in-laws, and I pray for them daily, and for my grandchildren, and of course for me, because I am far, 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 far from perfect, and it seems that the more that I go down the road trying to seek perfection, well, I realize how far away I am. All right, okay, so let's play this, okay, and let's see if we can click on it and get it to go right. Let's click on it one more time. Let's click on it another time. All right, we're seeing that it could take some time here to click on. Come on, you. Get it together. Today, we are going to commemorate the birthday of one of the greatest running backs in NFL history, one Orenthal James Simpson, also known as OJ Simpson. OJ Simpson was born July 9th, 1947. He first gained notoriety in the game of football at Galileo High School in San Francisco, but his poor high school grades prevented him from attracting the interest of college recruiters. After high school, Simpson attended City College of San Francisco in 1965. In 1966, City College won the Prune Bowl against Long Beach City College, and Simpson was named to the Junior College All American team as a running back. In 1967, Simpson transferred to the University of Southern California, USC, in Los Angeles. In that same year, he led the nation in rushing with 1,543 yards and 13 touchdowns. In 1967's Victory Bowl rivalry game with UCLA, USC was down by 6 points in the fourth quarter when Simpson took a handoff and rushed for 64 yards and a touchdown. That tied the game. The extra point provided a 21-20 lead, which was the final score. This was the biggest play in what is regarded as one of the greatest football games of the 20th century. USC would go on to win the national title that year, and Simpson won the Walter Camp Award. As a senior in 1968, OJ Simpson rushed for over 1,700 yards with 22 touchdowns in the regular season. It earned him the Heisman Trophy, the Maxwell Award, and the Walter Camp Award for the second time. Simpson's number 32 jersey was later retired by USC. In 1969, the Buffalo Bills selected OJ with the first pick of the AFL NFL draft. Despite having Simpson, Buffalo finished last again in the division. They would finish last over the next two seasons also. But in 1972, with a new coach, Lou Saban, Simpson would have a breakout year. He rushed for over 1,200 yards, and the Bills became contenders. In 1973, Simpson became the first and only running back in NFL history to rush for over 2,000 yards in a 14-game season, breaking Jim Brown's 1,800-yard 14-game record. For his performance, Simpson won that year's MVP award and Burt Bell Award. His 14-game record and his average yards per game of 143 still stand after 52 years. O.J. Simpson went on to lead the NFL in rushing the next 3 years, but the Bills were never able to get past the first round of the playoffs. When he retired in 1979, O.J. Simpson was second on the all-time rushing list, only behind Jim Brown. He is the only player to rush for over 200 yards in 6 different games during his career. O.J. Simpson might have been the best combination of agility, grace, power, and speed of any NFL running back. The sad part of this story is that his off-field life totally eclipsed his football accomplishments. That too is part of his legacy. Happy birthday, O.J. Simpson. Rest in peace. And may God have mercy on your soul. Yes, indeed. So, just sticking to his football exploits and accomplishments, O.J. Simpson is hard to deny. As you see there, he ran for 200 yards in the game 6 times. That's impossible. I mean, in the NFL. Well, um, and we'll leave it right there. We'll leave it right there. Next on the list, we have the Boston Red Sox. And what do you want to know about the Boston Red Sox that hasn't been said or shouldn't be said? Actually, the Red Sox have been darn good over the past 3 weeks to a month. They have won 8 of their last 10, 5 in a row. Red Sox have won 5 games in a row in 8 of their last 10. They are on a streak. They 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 look unbeatable, unstoppable. They like a juggernaut, which is easy to do when you're playing, well, 2 of the worst teams in all of Major League Baseball and the Cincinnati Reds, who are just a 500 team at best. And that's who they've played over the past 2 weeks to 3 weeks. The Cincinnati Reds, the Washington Nationals, and the worst team in the league, the Colorado Rockies. If you combine the last two, the Nationals and the Rockies, their wins, they only have 10 more wins than the Red Sox. And the Red Sox are mediocre. I think, what are they, 2 games over 500? So those other two teams are just terrible, terrible. So the streak comes with an asterisk. Okay. But let's not be all negative. Let's not be all negative because, well, there's some positives to all this. The fact that they're winning. How can I complain about a team winning? What is wrong with me? Am I that jaded? Am I that negative? It appears so. But I'm going to stop. I'm going to appreciate the fact that they're winning. And we should all be happy about that. I mean, those of us who are Red Sox fans, it is much better to have a winning team than a losing team. So let's go with that. And let's not forget this, ladies and gentlemen. The Red Sox have 3 All Stars. Yeah, they have 3 players who were selected to the American League All Star team. That is Arnaldus Chapman, Garrett Crochet, and Alex Bregman, who I don't think is going to play because he's been out injured for over a month. So I don't think he's going to play, and I don't think he should. Even if he could, he should not play. He should just sit it out so that he can come back and play for the team after the All Star break. But there's two other players that need to be named here. I mean, actually, there's more. But let's just get to these two. Two other players could have made the All Star team also. Okay, and one is Carlos Narvaez, a catcher. This guy can hit for power, and he can throw out base runners, which is something Christian Vasquez was not that good at. And Christian Vasquez was not that good of a hitter, not like this guy. So major upgrade. And the best thing about it is that he came from the Yankees. The Yankees cut him. So the fact that the Yankees cut him and the Red Sox got him and then used him to beat the Yankees, just drub them, was even better because the Yankees are imploding. Still, they're in second place. They're only 3 games out of first place, right? Yeah, the Yankees are. So they're ahead of the Red Sox. That's right. They're ahead of the Red Sox. They are 50 and 41, and the Red Sox they're 48 and 45. So, uh, I mean, the Yankees are only 3 games in front of them. They're only 3 games in front of them, and they could be caught. But we'll see what's going to happen. But the best thing about Carlos Narvaez is that he came from the Yankees, and it's nice to be able to stuff that in the face. But there's another guy. There's a guy named Romy Gonzalez who is hitting 338. Now, Romy Gonzalez has been with this team. I remember him with this team last year. I don't remember him being this good. As a matter of fact, I know he was not this good. You can't forget anybody who's hitting 338, but he's tearing it up this year. And he is crushing. He hit a home run for close to 500 feet 2 nights ago. So that's unbelievable in itself. I mean, it just went over the whole park, gone, everything. Center field, not left field where it's only 300 feet. We're talking about center field over everything. Unbelievable. So Romy Gonzalez and Carlos Narvaez are killing it, and they could be on the All Star team also. And let's not forget, there's a guy named Cedar Rafaela. He has like 5 home runs over the last 10 to 15 games. I'm not kidding you. In other words, there's so much positive to talk about when you're talking about the Red Sox at this time. Maybe it's because of bad pitching. I mean, they can hit bad pitching. They can kill bad pitching. They can make bad pitching wish it never saw it. Because uh, let me give you an example. Last night they put up 10 runs. Okay. The night before that, uh, I think they put up 11. Yeah. So they put up 10 runs last night, 6 the night before. The game before that, they put up 11. And 10, 9 the night before. So 10, 9, 6, 10, and 11 over the last 5 games. What's that? It's almost like 50 runs in 5 games. It's definitely over 40. So this is crazy. And they're killing it. They can kill bad pitching. Where they tend to sag is when they meet good pitching. When they meet good pitching, their numbers go way, way, way down. But we won't concentrate on that. We're going to stick with the positive. The fact that they have scored 40 to 40, in between 40 and 50 runs over the last 5 games, and have been putting up numbers that are crazy. Romy Gonzalez hitting 338. The buyers throwing people out. I mean, just gunning them down. And Rafael Cedar Rafaela getting this home run swing on. I mean, this little guy, he can't weigh no more than 160 pounds. I'm serious. This guy's not big at all. He's a decent outfielder. I hear them call him a go-getter, but I haven't seen him do anything really that special out in the outfield. I mean, he's no Rick Ankiel. He can't throw anybody out. He can decently track a ball down, but okay, let's just give him that. Okay, but at 160 pounds, this guy's crushing the ball now. He's crushing it. He has a home run swing. Looks like Roberto Clemente out there. And I don't mean to dishonor Roberto Clemente by saying that. I'm just saying at this particular time, right now, presently, he looks like Roberto Clemente. He's doing a job out there. He's going crazy. Oh my gosh. After launch, I got a bunch of chats. Let me get to that. I'm doing great, Nusrat. I'm doing great. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you too. Some mistakes every game. Yeah, same. Well, I love this guy Abro, and actually, he does some work for me, and he's fantastic. But he's really on the ball. He knows what he's talking about. Same mistakes every game. They run into outs. They throw to the wrong base. They try to steal when they shouldn't. Same mistakes. If they can clear up their mistakes, they might become a decent professional team. Right now, they look like a team of amateurs who can hit very well, and I don't know how far that's going to go in the playoffs. At this point, Fenway should offer stress therapy with every ticket. Yes, yes, we need therapy because we don't know what we're going to get. I mean, Red Sox fans. I got to hand it to the chat. The chat's actually the best thing about doing a podcast. Red Sox bullpen, more like a bullpen of chaos, correct? Yeah, the chat is the best thing about doing a podcast. I'd rather hear what other people have to think about, situations or the teams, players, than me. I know what I think. And it's always great to hear what other people think because they have interesting takes. Everyone has a different angle about something, and that's what makes it interesting. I could see it this way, someone else is going to see it that way, another person's going to see it this way, another person's going to see it that type of way with this thing thrown in. And when it's all said and done, you have so many takes because people are different. I think that's important for us to remember. People are different, and loving one another is harder than it sounds because we want everybody to be like us, like we're so perfect, and no, we're not. We're not perfect either. So forget about it. We're not perfect, and so it's. I think if we were not us, it would be hard to love us. Probably wouldn't like us too much. That guy there, I can't stand him. Is what we would probably say about ourselves if we were not us. Okay, continuing with the Red Sox. Yes, therapy. We need therapy because I got to mention another guy, Trevor Story. Trevor Story's hitting 410 over the last 10 games. So you got Cedar Rafaela, who's just cranking out home runs. Romy Gonzalez, who's batting 338 with home runs. He's crushing it too. Okay. Narvaez, who's just throwing out runners and crushing the ball also. And Trevor Story. And we have Roman Anthony finding the stroke. He can work. He knows how to work bases on balls too. But he's still not getting getting the wood on the ball the way he did in the minors. It's going to be a process of him finding that, getting used to big league pitching because big league pitching is big league pitching for a reason. It's because it's in the big leagues and not in the minors. That's what separated them. That's why they're there. That's why they're here, as we might call it. And that's why the minor league pitchers are down in the minor leagues because they're not as good as the big league pitching. But I think once Roman Anthony gets his, starts getting used to big league pitching, the league better watch out. This guy has a nice swing, great swing. And Abraham Toro, what a surprise. Abraham Toro. Of course, I was saying, I would like to go back. Okay. And as we dissect this, like the beginning of the season, what we're saying, I'm going to do this. What we're saying at the beginning of the season about players, and then what we're saying now. Because what I'm saying about Trevor Story is like a 180-degree difference, and as well as Rafael Say down Rafaela, 180-degree difference. Who was Carlo Narvaez? Never heard of him, so I wasn't talking about him. Uh, I was just um, totally tough on Devers, Rafael Devers. He was striking out too much. The whole tenor of the team was terrible. I think I felt that more than anything else, that the tenor, the attitude of the team was terrible, and I thought they needed some motivation. I could be right, I could be wrong, but they are playing good now, and I think I have to note that and get that out the way. They are big leagues. I thought that if Trevor Story got sat down, he'd have more time to work on the stroke and also get motivation underneath him. Turns out he didn't need to sit down to get motivation. The guy's hitting 410 over the last um, 10 games, and he has been stroking the ball. So I'm really, really, really glad to see this team doing this and getting it done. Now let's see if they can catch up to the Blue Jays, who should not even be in first place. Because the Blue Jays, they only have a differential of 24 runs. So they're winning close games in all their games. Okay, here's what I mean. They have 54 wins, 38 losses. And in those 54 wins over the 38 losses, they only have a differential of 21 runs. 21 runs. The Yankees have 102. Tampa Bay has 63. And the Red Sox have 47. So you expect that. You expect them to have more runs winning than losing totally. And the Blue Jays just have 21, which is ridiculous. But they're getting it done with smoke and mirrors. I don't know how they're getting it done, um, but they're getting it done. And I'll give you an example. They won 6-1 last night, but before that, the game before that, they won, looks like 6-4. And then the game before that, they won 3-2. And the game before that, they won 4-3. And the game before that, they won 4-3 also. And then 8-5. And then 11-9. So even when they're getting high score games, 11-9, they're only winning by 2 runs. 5-4, 5-3, 5-2. And these guys, 5-4. So they've won 10 games in a row. They've been tearing it up. It looks to me like they've won 15 games over the last 20. I'm only counting 1, 2, 3. Gosh. 4 losses. 1, 2, 3, 4 losses. 5 losses. So yeah, it's probably 15 over the last 20. And they're just moving and grooving like nobody's business, running like a well-oiled machine. But they're winning by very close margins. And at first, I would think to myself that they can't keep this up. No, they can't. That these margins are so close that eventually it's going to change. But I've learned that anything is possible, especially when it comes to sports. And so that's where I'm going to leave it. Let's go, Red Sox. Um, things seem to be going well for you. I'm glad to see things change. And let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. And um, coming off the 4th of July, we didn't do a show last week because we just had so many things going on. Had so many things going on, we couldn't get it done. Um, nothing to, more personal life things going on. Nothing bad, just a lot of busyness that had to be taken care of and encroached on the show, and couldn't have done a good show. Couldn't have got it out right. Couldn't get the information out the way that we wanted it. So we didn't do a show, and I didn't schedule one. So no, I didn't schedule it and not do it. It's just didn't even schedule it, and so that we can come back and do a better one this time as well as on Saturday. So Saturdays, as you know, we are on the radio. Me and Kevin Chrism. Kevin Chrism, well known around Boston, big time announcer in Boston and all around. We do a show on Saturdays called, The Amazing Grace Sports Network on WEZE. And you are all welcome to call. As this is a chat, okay, that's great, okay? But you can also do a chat and a call. So you can chat or call, whichever one you want to do. And you can get your voice out there, because your voice is important in this world. Get it out there. Get it out there. Try to stay positive, but let people know what you think too. Give them an angle they haven't thought of. And I can guarantee you, anything that you thought of, as far as a situation, nobody else has ever thought like that before. That alone makes it worth everybody hearing. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to close out. Signature music. Yes. And yes, finally, I was able to track the music down and make sure that it was paid for so that it would stop getting demonetized on YouTube. These are the things you have to do, but it's so much fun. Listen, it's been my pleasure coming to you, talking about the Red Sox and Mr. OJ Simpson on his birthday. That's all I have to say on the matter. Take care, everybody, and have a good week.